Hi, my name is Kelsey Martin. Did you know 40% of food waste is uneaten? That's about $165 billion annually. Composting is the decaying of compostable organic matter by the process of bacteria decomposition. In my job with the City of Sherman, we are in the process of starting to research starting a city compost site. Composting saves room in the landfill as well as in your trash cans, but saving the world comes at a price. Taking time out of your busy schedule and rates of solid waste on your utility bill may rise depending upon how many people are willing to participate. The three main points I will be going over are what is considered compostable, storage options and how to compost, and the environmental effects of composting. I'll now start explaining to you what is considered compostable. Most people ask themselves, what is compostable? Well, most food waste is, as well as paper materials. Composting is split into two different groups, but I will explain a third to you that I believe is important. The first is browns. Browns are made up of eggshells, brown leaves, shredded paper, fireplace ashes, and hay and straw. Greens are the fun group. It has a lot in it. It consists of chicken and cow biosolids, all fruits and all vegetables, your grass yard trimmings, and tea and coffee grounds, including the filters. The group I think is important to know is a group that is compostable, but it can cause an animal nuisance. This group contains all dairy products such as milk and yogurt, processed foods such as pizza, chips, cakes, cookies, and bread. There's also egg yolks, fats, oils, and grease, and fish bones. Although using the compostables that can cause animal nuisance can be irritating, there are ways to store it to prevent animals from getting to it. There are two ways that are better at keeping animals at bay, and two that are more permanent and more open to being adept to animals. The first open permanent storage building is built of cinder blocks. Um, they are like animal stalls in a way, but with no door. They are open to nature and can easily let animals get into your compost. The second option is basically the same, but made of wood. A closed-off method is using fence posts and chicken wire or wire mesh to make a cylinder. This allows only small animals to be able to access it. The best option and the one that is most popular is taking a garbage can that can be bought at Lowe's and drilling holes into the bottom. This allows no access for animals because you can put a lid on it and even put something heavy on it to ensure no access is made. To compost, you gather all of your materials that I mentioned about and start putting them into your storage container and let nature take over. You may need to add a little bit of water if you do not have many liquids in your compost. You leave the compost in a sunny area because this helps get the temperature up high enough to start the decomposition. Every few days you will need to go out and turn the compost to distribute the materials to make sure it is all decomposing. You can either use a pitchfork, or if you're using the garbage can method, you can flip it over onto its side and roll it around. It takes at least 2 weeks for the compost to be ready for gardening or distribution to your yard. If you get the carbon to nitrogen ratio right, it will decompose at a faster rate and let off less methane gas than it would in an unstable landfill environment. Sending your food waste and other compostables to the landfill creates 30% of methane gas annually produced. Methane gas is also known as a greenhouse gas and is 21 times more potent than carbon dioxide. 33 million tons of food waste are burned or buried in the U.S. annually, and it takes making it the single largest item the United States EPA tracks. Composting has several positive and negative effects. I have discussed with you the three main points that everyone needs to know about composting: what is considered compostable, storage options and how to compost, and the environmental effects of composting. Remember, composting may take time and cost you a little bit more if your city does start a program, but if you do your own and can spare the time, you will be saving both landfill space and lowering methane gas rates. Don't forget, April 13th is Earth Day, and compost is playing a bigger role in saving our environment. Thank you.